Hello, students. Classification of solutions, lesson 7. So there's three types of solutions. Let's find out what they are. We are going to know the conditions for which a linear equation has either a unique solution, that's one solution, no solution, that's zero solutions, or infinitely many solutions, that's uh, more than you can count. Okay, so the summary, we know that equations will either have a unique solution, no solution, or infinitely many solutions. We know that equations with no solution will, after being simplified on both sides, have coefficients of x that are the same on both sides of the equal sign and constants that are different. We know that equations with infinitely many solutions will, after being simplified on both sides, have coefficients of x and constants that are the same on both sides. So this one we have an x and a number on both sides, but the number will be different. Here we have an x and a number, and they'll be exactly the same. Okay? So what's different about these? 7x minus 3 equals 5x plus 5. 7x minus 3 equals 7x plus 3. And 7x minus 3 equals minus 3 plus 7x. Take a second. Think about it. They all start with 7x plus 3. There's 7x minus 3. Here it's a minus 3 and a plus 3. So they're going to be different. So what's going to happen with that? Here it's a positive 7x and a minus 3 and a minus 3 and a positive 7x. So that's exactly the same. Okay, so we have three solutions, right? We have a unique solution, we have no solution, and we have infinite many solutions. Which one do you think is going to be unique, no, and infinite? Right? So if we simplify on both sides, we have 2x equals 8, and that means x equals 4. So we have one solution here, x equals 4. Here we simplify on both sides. 7x minus 7x is 0, and 3 plus 3 is 6. 0 does not equal 6, so we have no solutions. Here we simplify. 7x minus 7x is 0, negative 3 plus positive 3 is 0, 0 equals 0, infinite number of solutions. Okay, one solution, no solution, infinite number of solutions. How are these equations the same? So if I simplified it a little bit, what would I get? Right? If I move the 8 over here and the 4 over here, if I move the minus 11 and the minus 5, what would happen? Here we have a number, right? So if I add 9 to both sides, 9 plus 4 is 13, 9 minus 9 is 0. If I subtract 3 on both sides, 3x minus 3x is 0, 8x minus 3x is 5x. So I have a number, a variable with a constant equaling a number. So I will have one solution. A variable with a constant equals one solution. A variable with a constant equals one solution. Okay? The solutions may not be pretty, but there's only one of them. Right? So basically, if I have a variable and a constant, a coefficient and a variable plus a constant, and a different coefficient in the variable and a different constant, I should get one solution. Okay? Actually, the constants could be the same. How are these the same? 6x plus 5 equals 8 plus 6x. If I simplify, I have two numbers that are not equal. How did I get there? Well, basically, when I simplified it, look, I have a 6x and a 6x. They're the same sign on opposite sides. That means when I move it to the other side, it's going to cancel out. 6x minus 6x, 6x minus 6x. The x's are gone. Same thing here. There's minus 15x minus 15x. 5/4 x plus 5/4 x. So every time when I move the x to the other side, it canceled out. So if I have an x that is the same on both sides, they will cancel each other out. And a and b, so the number on each side has to be different. And how are these the same? 10x minus 4 equals minus 4 plus 10x. Negative 2x plus 5, negative 2x plus 5, 7 plus 9x, 9x plus 7. Do you notice? They're all exactly the same. So when I simplify, I can either get 10x equals 10x, or negative 4 equals 4, negative 4, or 0 equals 0. So if the variable and the constant are the same on both sides, I will have an infinite solution. Okay. So here's your turn. Take a look at these. Figure out what type of solution each equation has. All right. So we know equations will have a unique solution, no solution, or an infinite number of solutions. After simplifying on both sides, the coefficients are the same. The coefficients of x that are the same on both sides of the equal sign and constants that are different, they will have no solution because the x's will basically cancel out. And we know equations with an infinite number of solutions will have the same coefficient of x on both sides and the same constant on both sides. So we know the conditions for which a linear equation has a unique solution, no solution, or infinite number of solutions.